Two events in a row. Budweiser cannot be in lane 1. He is in lane 2. That's a good spot for him. But Mark Webber and a good quick boat, the York International, will be inside him in lane 1. Greg Hopp will have to strike from lane 3 in the Miss Pico. Ken Muscatel in the Tire Factory will come from lane 4. Mark Evans out a little further than he'd like to be in lane 5. The Lumar window film on the outside with Nate Brown. Mitch Evans is the trailer boat in the Appian Geronimo. Here they come down to the start. The two boats on the inside. Oh, they get close together in lanes 3 and 4. And the Budweiser once again moves out to an early lead.
And Steve, that was Ken Muscatel, who looked like got inside the lane of the Miss Pico, washed him down, and Greg Hopp is nowhere to be found in the pack of leaders.
Boy, the race we expected may be over already as the Pico got into the rooster tail of Ken Muscatel, who appeared to move left just a little bit, and that may have taken the rookie out of this. It certainly won't be his fault, but it may rob us of a very much anticipated final heat here as the Budweiser appears to be leaving everybody.
As far as Dave Villwock's concerned, no harm, no foul for his boat. He was in the lead and maintained that lead despite what happened with Muscatel. Look at the Miss Elam just passing by York International and Mark Webber moving into second place.
Good ride here from Mark Evans in the white boat on the outside. The race for second and third could be a pretty good one because the York International has quite a bit shorter racetrack on the inside. The Budweiser has a good lead, but he is not pulling away from these two boats any kind of a bobble, and we could have a surprise here. But watch that race for second and third. It's going to be a good one.
Over 143 miles an hour, that first lap average for Dave Villwock and the Miss Budweiser. And oh my, what about the Miss Elam Plus in second place? Mark Evans, before this race, said they were putting in that new engine, and obviously it paid off with a little extra juice to pass Mark Webber in the York International.
And now we get word that Ken Muscatel in the Tire Factory has been penalized a lap for a lane infraction at the start, which we saw getting in front of the Pico. So that will cost the doctor. Unfortunately, it won't do Greg Hopp any good, as he apparently will be unable to contend here in the final, and that's too bad. However, Mark Evans likes it just fine. He's on his way to a second place finish if he can hold it together in the Elam.
About a 2.5 rooster tail lead for Miss Budweiser. And look at this. Greg Hopp has the Miss Pico up and running after it got washed down at the very first turn. And now Miss Pico looking to make up ground, currently in fifth and chasing of all the boats, Miss Budweiser way out in front.
Couple of boats between Greg and the leader still. He's running very, very fast and passing people, but he is way behind a boat which week in and week out is the fastest race boat in the world. You're not going to catch this guy from way back there. And look at that rough water, Rich, in the north turn.
Yeah, but the Miss Budweiser and Dave Villwock handling that rough water to perfection, not showing any ill effects from the rough waters on Lake Washington. Into the final lap we go, and right now the battle for third is the most exciting one, and that's because Greg Hopp has made up all kinds of ground, chasing down Mark Webber in the York International.
Last time we saw young Mr. Hopp, he was back in fifth place. He blew right by the fourth place boat. Now he's going after number 3. Here he comes, trying to get around the outside. That's the Pico on the left, the York International on the right. Not around him yet, Rich, but he has the boat speed maybe to do it in this straightaway. Yeah, moving into third place is about as good as you can hope for Greg Hopp after what happened to him at the beginning. But right now, all eyes on Miss Budweiser, rounding that last turn and going into the final straightaway, looking to pick up another big 400 points and the win in the Unlimited Final. 26th victory in his career will put him in third place all-time among drivers, and this guy has not been in the Unlimiteds for that many years. He is really coming on fast among the all-time greatest in this sport. The Miss Elam Plus and Mark Evans finish in second place. A great ride for them. And talk about great rides. Greg Hopp coming all the way from the back of the pack to finish in third. But Miss Budweiser's your winner. Bernie Little just said, now they're going to make me start in lane 3. You win that one, I think you're in lane 9. This is the first time anybody's won who was not allowed inside.
Yeah, I know that, and but Dave's done an awesome job, so has the crew. They put together a great racing team for last week and this week. Combinations that really worked, and I'm sorry that all my good friends from People Brady's aren't here in Seattle with me, where it's great. And but we do have a lot of fans here, and we're damn glad we're here, and we're damn glad we won.
Congratulations to Bernie Little and the Miss Budweiser crew. There's your winner, Dave Villwock. High fives all around for Villwock. Another win, marking his 5th this season.